And hello and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel, where I'm passionate about helping victims of all ages and all genders overcome the fear of facing the abuse to become survivors. and I'm just excited that I'm here today, continuing on here with this passion of helping victims of all ages and all genders overcome the fear of facing the abuse, because facing the abuse to become survivors is it's a challenging task. It's a challenging task because most of us have played the role of victim and have been conditioned in society to just keep quiet, hold the secret, and we have been allowing abusers to take advantage and reign. And I know that I've been silent too and haven't lifted my voice all the time too. Sometimes it could be a challenge to continue to stay focused and stay focused. But anyway, I'm here today. I'm here tonight, and I'm talking about Shanquella Robinson. It's going on a year. It's going on a year now, and still no justice. There's no new news. There's nothing new. And I haven't been saying anything because there hasn't been anything new, and I didn't want to get involved with how things are going now. Like, I've noticed a lot of content creators, people are just going back and forth, and we have, people are going back and forth, bickering and stuff, and we've lost sight of the whole reason for us being here together. And it's supposed to be, like I said before in prior videos, that we're using the umbrella of Justice for Shanquella to, leverage that, and then in hopes of getting justice for past victims, other victims and things like that. And in the midst of all of this, we still have not gotten any justice for Shanquella. So the other night I was at work, and I usually don't even look at my phone when I'm at work, but I have just been off grid, y'all. I haven't been looking at any of this, nothing. I've just been, what have I been doing? I've been minding my own business and leaving other folks alone. Before you go try to clean up your house, make sure that you clean up your own. Come on and mind your own business. But I'm excited tonight, y'all, to be back here, because, like I said, it's going on a year, and nothing new has happened. So I just want to come back and stay focused and, keep justice for Shanquella at the forefront, instead of us, kind of going back and forth, fighting amongst each other. I was made aware a little bit ago about there was a movie, a movie on Tubi or something like that. And then there was some cease and desist, they had issues with it. I hadn't seen it yet, but I did. I looked it up, and it's still there. So I don't know what was that all about. But anyway, back to the story. What I was going to say was that the other night, last week at work, I did, when I clicked on the YouTube thing, I saw content creator going live, LA something, North Carolina, was going live. And there was some, friction, some tension. Hey, y'all, come on in here. Welcome. Please hit the like button on your way in here. I'm rusty because it's been a minute. Please, and I'm already sweltering under these here lights because it's been like a little minute. But anyway, I thought something new was happening. Apparently, people are going back. There's some attacking of all kind of stuff. But anyway, over here, like I said before, we have been priding ourselves on sticking with math and science, which none of those things have changed. And I just want to caution us to continue on that path, because this is exactly how the enemy wants for us to get distracted. And now we're kind of fighting amongst each other. And then in the meantime, Shanquella's getting no justice and nobody's really even talking about her. They're going back and forth talking about the attorneys and all that stuff, and not, what about the justice for Shanquella? Like, why are we concerned about if, if somebody's trying to get a date or something? Like, really? I mean, it was a little a little disheartening to see that that's where things are at. And so anyway, I did tune in there, and then people were just talking about it, and I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to come up with something, because I wasn't expecting for this thing to go on this long. When I was made aware of this and started talking about it back in November of 22, I really was thinking like this is going to be, a few weeks, few months. I don't know. It's my first time to be involved in something like this. And, for it to have continued to go on this long with no justice in sight. And now that folks are, taking the focus off of the justice for Shanquella, I want to talk about 10 ways that we can help to bring justice, and, some serious ways, because since we have discovered that no country is really on our side, and that this may be something that we have to do together as a society of people. And like I was saying before, that I really believe that a lot of this is kind of being swept on the back burner because the election is coming up, and these are going to be some good topics for someone to, talk about and stuff. And y'all see, like, what was it last week talking about impeaching the president, so it's time now, and they're kind of opening up the doors for us to discuss some of these very sensitive topics and stuff. So I just want to thank y'all so much, all the people, all the content creators that continue to seek justice for Shanquella, and to keep the name out there, and that this is something that we all, hey, look here, we got some folks up in here. I want to shout out Tina. Says, hey, beautiful RN, long time. Yeah, glad you're back. Please continue to fight for justice for Shanquella. Yes, so, I thank you for appreciating and encouraging me to continue on with this. And however, I want to give shout outs to everyone who didn't stop, who continued on and stayed strong and focused to continue to seek this here justice for Shanquella. So I'm curious if anybody did see the Tubi movie on Shanquella. I did look it up, and I'm actually a member of the Tubi, so I could watch it. I saw a little. I saw something of it. What's up, Jess? JTV vlog. Hey, natural beauty. All right, nice picture. You're looking very beautiful tonight. And Melanie B. Hey, I like you too. You're looking really pretty, very pretty tonight. So like I said, the focus that we've always been doing over here, and I did kind of, take a couple of blows too from some people in this whole thing. And I must say that I want to say it was yesterday I got on here and saw some kind of like, I guess, payback, really, or like I've said before in prior videos, you reap what you sow when you plant those seeds of negativity, and you're doing things that's trying to be negative or destroy other people, get ready because it's coming back. And there was a content creator who back in, I want to say, January was being very ugly to the family. And then I won't say it gave me great pleasure, but it was it did feel a little good to see that just recently that content creator was on a live. I saw, not on a live, I'm sorry, on a live, on a video, doing a video, whining and crying for help because they're having some difficult times and stuff. But to see how when you choose to try to attack somebody, get ready for it to come back. You know what I mean? Because you'll be repaid for it. So all that to say is that it's good to see that the universe is still in the business of giving out justice. Hey, what's up, Tansis? Tansis says good evening at All Around That Beauty. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I every time I try to come back, I would just have like a block. Like I was I don't know. This was a really, this, like I said, was new for me. Like this was, I wasn't I wasn't doing this stuff before Shanquella at all, like talking about these kind of topics. And yeah, so it was taking its toll on me, and I was really feeling like there were so many, there was a good amount of these gremlins that were out there attacking the channel. So I was just like, let me just step back and let all this stuff die down. And since there was all this drama stuff going on, and I not really a drama person at all. And so anyway, it just kept getting more and more difficult for me to even come back. I was like, well, maybe nobody cares anymore about the situation, and it seems like evil is winning. Evil is taking over and trying to win there. But good people are still here, and still wanting to seek justice for Shanquella. So I did thoroughly look today to see if there was something new. And let me see here. Hold on a second. Let me fix. I feel like I'm pixelated up in here. Maybe. Can y'all hear me okay? Like I said, I'm rusty, and I want to make sure that I'm doing this right here. It's been a minute. I'm rusty. Put a 1 in the chat if I'm coming through loud and clear, and if I'm visually appealing. I feel like I see some pixels in there. I'm pixelated in there. Okay, thank you so much, Sissy here. Yes, hear you fine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, like I said, tonight's video, I'm going to discuss the 10 ways, that we could help to bring justice to Shanquella. And a lot of the stuff we've kind of already been doing, but I just want to encourage us that we don't get weary in well-doing. And something that I've said before in the past. However, I'm taking my own advice now, because I did get weary in well-doing. And I just stopped. So did any of y'all see the movie, the Tubi movie? Anybody see it? Did anybody see it? No. It's on my list. I guess I'll give it a check out. But I did hear that they were saying they didn't want the movie out there. I was thinking that, any type of energy towards that is putting, keeping the name out there. So, I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. Like, I didn't see why that would be, why they would want that to stop. You seem like you would want to keep all of the energy and attention there um, on it. Let's see here. Tansy says, yes, here's me fine. And also says, yes, I saw it. Oh, okay. So, what did y'all think about it? I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it and kind of critique it if it's. But the only reason why I didn't really was interested, like I said, I just heard about it maybe a week or so ago, that it was out there because I'm kind of on the late boat. But the reason why I wasn't interested to watch it was because I felt like it was just going to be some, fake information or some drama or something. I don't know what all they could have portrayed on there. But again, if it's bringing awareness to the case, and that's kind of one of the 10 things that we could do to, help get the justice is bringing awareness. So, and then too, y'all, I've told y'all before, like I'm not into like the drama, so I like real stuff, right? So like those little ER shows and things like that, I don't like watching it. So because I just see the bad acting, so that's the only reason why. But I guess I don't know. I thought maybe I would be, happy that somebody was putting the energy to do that, especially when the FBI said that they weren't going to, pursue any charges. So Tansy said, family felt it portrayed her in a negative manner. I felt it sparked people back up to talking about her case. Oh, okay. Yeah. I agree with you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm curious. I'm curious. And two, when I looked it up on the Tubi, it's still there. So, it's not like they have I guess, it's not they can't stop anybody from making a movie about it. So family felt portrayed in a negative manner. I mean, how much information could they have talked about? Um, I don't know. Okay, I guess I'll have to check it out for myself, for myself to see what the big to do was. But I agree with you. I feel like it brought some energy back to the case too because I hadn't seen or heard anything about it, and probably let's see the last time. So I think it may have been a month. Let me see here. Yeah, it was a month. It's been a month. Yeah, so any energy is good energy, and then at least someone took the time out, and then to be upset about that, I don't know. I don't. I guess I have to watch it to see what's going on. So for our today, this kind of a open field here, and we're just kind of recapping what's been going on. Like this happened almost a year ago. We're in October the 4th, and this was October 29th, 2022, and it's been silent really since the FBI said no. Since the FBI said no, hasn't really been anything out there, talking about the case or anything like that. So I just want to welcome the people out here who has been Kansas. Let's see here. We should. Back over here. Keeping the support for justice for Shanquella and all that good stuff. So, y'all want to watch the movie? I'm just joking. I mean, if y'all want to watch it though, because like I said, I am a Tubi member, so technically, I could share that and we could go over it if it's any information on it though. I mean, how much information could they really have? But so real quickly, I'll just go over the 10 things that we can do to help. Number one, the first thing that we can do is stay informed. And like I said, getting online, Googling for the news and stuff like that. Because along our journey, we discovered that Wikipedia was feeding us a bologna sandwich. I mean, we saw like a whole bunch of Yahoo was pushing some fake stories. And who knows, maybe President Trump was right about fake news. I don't know. But anyway, so along the way, we saw all this stuff. So a number one thing we could do is stay informed, stay updated on developments in the case by following the news reports, official statements and updates from the victim's family or advocacy groups, which I'm not even sure if there are any advocacy groups. However, I do remember hearing that the sister had formed a nonprofit, something like that. But I'm going to be honest, I didn't look off into it or do any type of research or investigation on any of that stuff. Like I said, yesterday, after I had listened in a little bit on the live while I was at work with the LA, North Carolina, some more in the middle of that. I just don't remember what it was. But anyways, content creator from North Carolina was doing a live last week. I was at work and heard a little something. He was, I guess, the Gerald Jackson guy is talking crap about the family or something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to really comment on it because I only heard the little part of, but he did use the voice of him saying the stuff in that live with the LA something, North Carolina. So thank you. See here. Pence also said Mexico put out a statement 5 days ago that they did everything they were supposed to do and are waiting on the U.S. I didn't see that. I thought I got on. Let me see here. Mexico put out a statement. I sure didn't see. I'm on. Let me Google real quick. Next. In the real news, Mexico statement. Oh, on Shanquella. Is it 5 days ago? Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, this is all old stuff. Let me go here. Past week. I didn't see it. Oh, this looks like this might be it. No, this says November 25th. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen with y'all so you can see what I got over here. Let's see here. Is it? Okay. I ain't did this in so long. Eyes rusty. All right, so here, let me go here. That it? Yeah, okay. All right, so all right, so I just typed in Mexico statement on Shanquella Robinson. Then I put in here past week, and everything is showing up old stuff. This here is from 11:30, and I thought this might have been it, but this here is November 25th. November 25th. All right, so this ain't carrying over. Let's see here. Miss Tina says, I couldn't watch it. I just would get mad all over again. Oh, yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah. With the movie. But I mean, like part of this thing of us staying updated and informed is that, we've got to, we gotta keep up with this. We gotta watch it. We got to see so we don't forget. and get distracted and start talking about other stuff and then lose sight of the facts. So, like I said, over here, excuse me, we do like to stick to the facts, math and science. And sometimes you have to keep going back to that when people try to get us distracted with other things. Let's see here. Mexico. Yeah, this here old stuff. But let's see what they were saying back November 25th. This is November 25th, right? So let's see if the story has changed. Mexico prosecutors have filed charges against U.S. Where did you see that, Tansis? You said the story 5 days ago. Where is this? Is this news? Where'd that come from? I'd like to take a peek at it. Let's see here. Wait a minute. U.S. Woman suspected of killing another American, seen being beaten in a viral video. Prosecutors in the state of Baja California Sur did not name the suspect in the October 29th death of Shanquella Robinson. But on Thursday, they said they had approached Mexican federal prosecutors and diplomats to try to get the woman extradited to face charges in Mexico. Do you think that the story that you saw is the repeat of this here, of this? Because what did they say? Oh, you said Mexico said they did all they can do, and they pointing the fingers back at the U.S. Local prosecutor Antonio Lopez Rodriguez said the case was being treated as a potential homicide and an arrest warrant had been issued for the suspect. The group Robinson was traveling with, however, left Mexico after she was found deceased in a rented villa. State prosecutor Daniel De La Rosa Enya said the suspect was also an American, but did not identify her. Oh yeah, did y'all hear that they finally arrested dude that was part of the killing of that put Tupac in there? Witness to the 1996 drive-by shooting of Tupac Shakur, indicted on murder charges in rapper's demise. Yeah, so that happened. I was excited about that. Finally, unfortunately, the other three occupants of the vehicle that did the drive-by, they died before they got justice. I mean, they died before paying the price on here. So Tina says, oh yeah, she already said that. What was the one about? If I could be heard. Hey, what's up, 80s baby? 80s baby said at RN Mods and chat. It's giving some greetings over there. Yes. All right, so we got greetings and salutes and all that good stuff. So I'm just see me here. Get back to my number 2. Advocate for transparency. If we advocate for transparency, this is, for the FBI to tell us something, because they didn't say that they weren't doing, I don't know. We need to advocate for transparency. Advocate for transparency in the investigation by urging relevant authorities to provide regular updates on the progress and findings. So when was we haven't heard anything from anybody in a long time. So I know we have good people like PM Channel who's writing letters and, really out there advocating for this transparency and for them to give us some updates, So I guess we have to just keep doing that, even though it's going on a year for this stuff here. Yeah, so we got salutes. Hey, what's up, Ernie? Ernie still giving that justice. I'm really I'm proud of all of you all who, who's still out here seeking justice for Shanquella, and who is still strong enough to be able to go in and out of different chats, as long as folks is really trying to get justice for Shanquella. Let's see. Hey, so Tan says, I put the link in the chat. Okay. All right. So as soon as it shows up over here, I'm going to click on that link. I don't see it. All right. So that was number 2. Number 3 is support. And that's kind of what we're doing here now. It says support the family. Offer emotional support to Shanquella Robinson's family and engage with them to understand the needs and concerns during this challenging time, which I believe is something that, a lot of people were trying to do. However, there were those who were spending energy to attack the family and stuff, right? So that's number 3. Number 4, raise awareness, which was something that I feel like the movie was doing, but I really can't say too much on that because, like I said, I didn't see it, and I'm just hearing about this movie. I'm just hearing about this movie a week or so ago, and I didn't see it, so I can't really judge there either. But raise awareness. I feel like I raised awareness too by, kind of dedicating this platform to seeking justice for Shanquella, and like I said, I don't have it on me now. My little fanny pack. I still get some questions about it. I wear it all the time. It's kind of like my I'm a fanny packer. But anyway, it's got the picture of Shanquella and her date of birth and date of exit on there. And, a lot of my patients, especially the white ones, are very curious and ask questions, oftentimes ask questions about it, and, show support and concern and continue to encourage me to keep speaking about it. So, bringing awareness, raising awareness, share information about the case on social media, which a lot of us are doing, and we all are doing. Everybody who is here participating in the chat is sharing awareness because you are giving attention to it. And you see, where she said you put it in the chat. I don't see the link. I put the link in the chat. Let me see here. Maybe this. I don't know. I don't see a link. Tansis. That it? No, that ain't it. It's not over here. And there's no mod, so nobody's able to penalize anybody or silence anybody. None of that stuff, or stop anybody from dropping something in the chat. You should be able to do it. Let me see. While I'm waiting for that, let me go back over here to finish up our 10 tips. 10 tips. So sharing information about the case on social media and in your community helps too. Like I said, when I wear my little fanny pack, people ask questions about it. And a lot of people at work are interested and, continue to support me. Why are these notifications going to get out there? Support the whole, Justice for Shanquella, and are happy to, share and bring awareness to this whole thing here. So sharing awareness, and it says use, and also like, I think at one point they were trying to say we couldn't use the hashtag Justice for Shanquella. I mean, so some of this stuff is kind of counter productive, and I'm not sure if this was actually coming from the family, because I wouldn't understand why they wouldn't want us to, And I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of part of the reason why I was like, well, I just, I'll just, if they don't want it, then I'm done too. Like we can move on to something else. And but for whatever, it still just keeps coming back for me to, keep talking about it. I'm pretty sure that's what the enemy would like, is for us all to just give up and move on, move on to something else. And I'm so crooked in this here screen. So number 5, contact elected representatives, right? Right, right to our local officials and things like that. Just like Sue Ann Robinson was saying, some high level diplomatic intervention. We had folks making what do you call those petitions? I'm so rusty. Petitions, all those good things, right? That we started off doing and stuff. And I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one that started to get weary and well doing in this whole thing. So they recommend contacting officials and stuff like that, so we can let them know that we not letting it die, we're not letting it go. And number 6 is to organize awareness campaigns. So I know that there were some marches and rallies, rather, for Shanquella in the past. And I'm not sure if there's been any more or anything else that maybe we could start. I believe that even just here talking, when we go live, or when we get off into different chats and people were supporting Justice for Shanquella, to me that's kind of like organizing awareness, because it's what you can do, what I can do on our own level here, is doing that. Organizing awareness, because it's consider organizing or participating in awareness campaigns such as rallies, candlelight vigils, or online petitions, which we've done these things here, to keep the case in the public eye. So, since the anniversary of this is coming up, maybe now might be a good time to try to organize something. Let's see what day is that. And it's got to be on a Sunday, since it happened on a Saturday. Let me see. Unless it was leap year. Let me see here. Yeah, it's on Sunday. And I'm not sure if I'm working. See. Oh, yeah, I'll have to be working. But we'll still do something. We will do something. We will do something on that anniversary. Number 7 is support legal assistance. Contribute or support efforts to provide legal assistance. And I guess there was some discussion going on about the GoFundMe account, which is supporting the legal efforts. So for the people who get upset because people are asking for donations or receiving donations, shame on you. Shame on you, shame on you, shame. Or even the people that try to or point the finger or get offended at people, content creators who are getting, getting money or earning money from doing this. This is still work, And I know that, I'm not going to lie, that I did allow that to get to me. It was like, well, I just won't even talk about it anymore, because like I'm not doing it for the money. When they start trying to attack the channel and all that stuff, I just went back to work. I would not gonna be that petty, but like I was saying, there was one content creator who made some really negative videos about the family who was online recently crying for help because they're being evicted. And and then still went attacking some other content creator. Content creators, leave other people alone. Mind your own business. Keep up with your own platform and stop trying to, throw shade and dirt on other people, because guess what? It's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you. Hey, Jimmy Davis. Jimmy Davis says, Grand Rising, everyone. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. Yes. All right. What's up, Alicia? Alicia said, now the dad and sister are beefing. Oh, my goodness. Now, we had already saw that there was some, distance in there. Like I even said it in some videos, like I was, I had went to the one march in, I think it was May. Was it May? May in Washington, D.C. And I was thinking, like, I never saw the dad in any, like, it's like they're separate, families. Whenever you see the dad, he's always solo, and you see the mom and the sister, together. But I can't think that I've seen them together. Like even a clip of the mom and dad together. I've never seen them together at all. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I haven't seen that. And I'm assuming that he's not the sister's dad. Like they, the mom had two litters with different two. She got two baby daddies. All right, so they beefing, huh? Alicia Renee 704 said, is the North Carolina beat dude related to the family? I don't know what's up with him. Yeah, that's what the folks was, I guess he had made some, comments or something like that about the mother and the sister and all that. So again, these folks beefing and all that stuff, but then we are taking away attention. We're supposed to be getting justice for Shanquella. So, we supposed to be getting justice for Shanquella. So, and I'm not sure what was going on with that guy, because like I said, what I had heard from on the other North Carolina guy, LA something, I got to look at it and see. But anyway, content creator was, highlighting what this guy from North Carolina Beat was saying. And in the midst of all that, what about justice for Shanquella? Where are we getting off into all that? And if this guy started off being on the side of seeking justice for Shanquella, why are you now upset and potty mouthing the ladies and stuff like that? Talking potty mouth on the mother and potty mouth on Sue Ann Robinson and all kind of, why? Like, because somebody trying to get a date. I mean, whatever. Anyway, let's see here. Where am I at? Number 7. Yeah, that's where we left off at. Supporting the legal assistance. That's how I kind of got on this topic here, because donating to the GoFundMe and all that stuff, these are ways that you're supporting, the legal help that's going to, it's not cheap. Those people, Ben Crump and Sue Ann Robinson, they're not working for free, And so people that get upset and offended because money is needed and people are asking for money, shame on you. I mean, how else is things going to get done? The bills need to be paid, right? So that's how you can show some support. And number 8 is engage in advocacy. Being an advocate for victims. Being an advocate is, something that we can do. Collaborate with advocacy organizations. Like I said, I did hear that the sister has started a nonprofit, and I guess people have problems with that too. I don't know. Different organization that also focus on human rights, because this is a very complicated situation because of the international part. It happened in another country. People came back over here. The countries kind of have a, agreement type of something, and there's so much corruption going on, and we kind of have to be at the mercy of the political situation, because we saw how President Biden was not it's not, and his outlook on things, or where he's where his head is at, or where his loyalties are at, and things like that. So like I said before, I really feel like this is going to be on the back burner until the election stuff comes up, because that's just how the world is. That's the state of the world today. Okay, then number 9, contact diplomatic channels. So you want to reach out to the U.S. Department of State and Embassy, or consult officials in Mexico. So I was thinking, like, I remember too, when we first got started on this, we were talking about that. We had, I had put out that little information on the Mexican embassy and all that stuff. And then, how did we get distracted? We got distracted on something. They always like drop a little new lie, and then we turn and we follow it and get distracted and all that stuff. So that's why it's super important to stick to the facts and all that good stuff. Yeah, so he's got beef. So this diplomatic intervention that even Sue Ann had mentioned is number 9 on our list of 10 things that we could do to, help show some support. Because so far, what most of us have been doing is, getting on our little soapbox here and talking. LeMike Seegers says, it is kind of disrespectful for Sue Ann to go that route for a date. But what route? See, that's what I'm saying. I don't really know, because, like I said, I don't really keep up with all the, juicy gossip and stuff like that. So what did she do? Like, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't know what evidence y'all have on this woman about some dating show or something. Did I tell y'all about my time on the dating game? I'm sure I did, when I was talking about when I went to Washington, D.C. for the first time. I won a trip on the dating game. So what's wrong with getting on the dating show? I was also on the Love Connection too, right? This was back in the 80s and 90s. But why y'all got problems with somebody looking for love? I mean, she's working, she's doing the case, and what's wrong with her trying to, what? I don't see what the problem is. Why? And then it's mostly the men. Why y'all men, the men, like, any ladies have a problem that Sue Ann was trying to get a date? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what effort she did to get this date, or if she got the date, but I know multiple people, some folks were saying that she's busy trying to date or something like that. Let's see. Mike says some kind of dating TV show, matchmaker show. Damn. But I mean, so, well, I don't get it. What's wrong with her getting on a dating matchmaker show? What's up, Miss Sunny FL? Salute all around Natural Beauty. Yeah. Can somebody just tell me, Mike, would you be willing to speak that if I drop the link so you can? I know sometimes it's hard to kind of text it and or gets lost in it. I actually want to know because, like I said, back in my day, I did the dating game and the love connection. Those were TV shows back in the day. People on the date thing. So, Mike, you want to speak up? I'm going to drop this link here so you can clear your good name on why it's a problem that Sue Ann is she tried to get a date. What's wrong with that? She's a young woman. I think she's, probably in her 30s or something like that. She's young. What's wrong with I was much younger when I did all that stuff though. But anyway, what's wrong with her trying to get a date? Why y'all hating? And like I said, I've only noticed the men to have an issue with it. I haven't heard any ladies say nothing about Sue Ann trying to get a date. She's a beautiful woman and educated and all that good stuff. Why she's not supposed to have love? I'm sure you out there doing the bang bang boogie. So what's wrong with her getting her a little something? All right, so let me go ahead and finish this. Number 9. Oh, I already did that. Let me finish it though. Number 9 was the diplomatic intervention. Anyway, that's the link right there for anybody who want to come up and say something. And then we'll probably watch some old videos and go back and keep zeroing in on this here truth. Or we can, just chop it up like this too. It's all good. All right, so the diplomatic intervention stuff. So I'm still waiting, Tansis, for that the link to the Mexican thing they talked about on 5 days ago. Reach out to the U.S. Department, which they ain't really saying much, but I don't know how much reaching out we've done on that. Let me see here. I ain't getting up there, but she must need it bad. What you scared of? Why you ain't getting up here? I just want to hear what you got to say about it. I mean, like, what's the issue? Why she can't get a date? She's supposed to give up her personal life for work? When I get off work, for those of you who don't know, I'm 52 years old and a proud Gen Xer. And I've got over 30 years of nursing history on my screen. 30 years of nursing history. And so, I work 12 hours nursing. But when I get off work, I ain't studying patients. I'm off work. And not that I'm looking for any love, but back in the day when I was or dating or anything like that, I don't see why I should not date because of work. I just want to hear. I'm not gonna, I ain't gonna shoot you up, and then you can just say why, or explain yourself. Let's see. Miss Sunny Fly said she was casted on a reality TV show. Michael Jackson was on the dating game. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. So, she was casted on a reality TV show. Was this during Shanquella's case or before? I mean, after? I mean, like when? What's the time frame? Are we judging her for something she did in the past? And even, so why is she being judged for that? Okay, so number 10 says seek legal expertise. Consult with legal experts who specialize in international cases and human rights to explore all available legal avenues and ensure that justice is pursued vigorously. And I believe that's what's happening with the attorneys that's on the case, Sue Ann Robinson and Benjamin Crump. Right? So we want to remember that public awareness and public pressure, us continuing to put the pressure on, is hopefully what's going to really get this case to take off. All right, here we go. Welcome to the stage.
Hey, Honest and Beauty, this is Miss Sunny Florida. You be saying FL, but FL is short for Florida.
Okay, thank you. What's going on?
I just want to say it's not a big deal. She was
Okay.
cast on a reality TV show called Looking for Love.
Hmm.
But I think that was before Shanquella's case. And I think one of the most important things that people have to realize is that Sue Ann Robinson is the Robinsons' legal advocate. She's
Okay.
not an attorney that's trying a case, or that's not what she's doing.
Yeah, because there's no
She
case.
It's no case, so she's advocating. So basically, she's helping the family understand all of the legalities of the international law. She's putting herself out in the forefront so they wouldn't be stuck like they were in the beginning, asking questions with no
Yeah.
help. So she's doing that part. She's advocating. They trusted her to go to Mexico to find answers and to bring back one of the most important things that she could have got from them was the extradition package that the district attorney gave her so that she could hand walk it to Washington and just give it to them,
Yeah.
even though the original still had to go through the proper channels. She
Mm.
gave it to them so that they could see that, yes, this is it. And they just connected with people that they're hoping that can trickle it a little faster. And I am almost positive that the right thing is going to happen at the right time, and it's not going to be long.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think we just need to continue to stay patient and focus on the truth instead of getting distracted with what she do in her personal life.
She is an attorney,
Yeah.
but she also has a personal life. But I
Yes.
think, because we are also passionate,
Yeah.
and everyone is expecting her to be something that she's not in this case.
Yeah.
She's just advocating for the family. She's not trying a case. She's not doing any of that. She is solely focused on ensuring that the extradition takes place.
Mm.
But she's just advocating for them so that they wouldn't be stuck like most of us,
Right.
like with questions. So I think that, I think that, we had to give her
Some slack.
little
Cut
slack
her some
and a
slack.
little more grace,
Yes.
because we don't really know what goes on behind the scenes, because this is just as not as not. And Shanquella is not the only person that she's advocating for, and the only cases and other things that she have. And if anyone want to know about her, I mean, she's a very busy person. She's like a legal analyst on Court TV. She's
Okay.
a legal analyst on true crime. I mean, she is a busy person, so she's
Wow.
not just
Yeah.
around being on reality TV shows. She
Yeah.
is just a busy person. So I
Right.
think if a lot of people understood what her role is with the Robinson family, then they would maybe give her a little slack,
Yeah.
and just realize that
Right.
she's
I just
done what
think a
she was
little.
supposed to do. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I think it's kind of interesting that the men have the problem with it.
The name calling is, it saddens
But
me.
it's from the men, though. It is almost,
Exactly.
black women are always being attacked, oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes are being attacked by these black men and got problems with, her being just a woman.
It's
What's wrong with her going on a date or being on a dating show?
it's like there are a lot of content creators that are very creative, have a lot of good information.
Mm-mm.
But when it comes to calling the B's and the H word and
Yeah.
that, I draw the line there, because if anybody thinks that that's okay, it's not okay.
Right.
Because it's one thing that our race is already viewed a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And so YouTube is a very, very big platform. And so for the men to speak of her like that, for whatever reason, I don't know why, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of disheartening and it's sad to me because it's unnecessary.
Yeah. I just noticed that I see a lot of that in our community with the men focus, and not saying that it's just men to women, but
Hmm.
it's majority men throwing these negative darts and blaming women for all the issues and stuff. It's like any moment that they can find to say, "Look at this," she's being this, and we're calling her all kind of names. She's a grown woman, a grown, attractive woman, and if she's not married, what's wrong with her trying to date? This should be a wake up call for ladies all around because you can see the hatred. I don't want to use that word, but how, the feelings that they have towards us is very negative. It's almost scary. You should be careful too about even wanting to date some of these guys because look how negative they are. They looking to blame you and be angry at you for any and every little thing. Your shirt was too revealing or whatever the thing is. It's just always we're being looked at under a microscope, and it's like you can't even be a human being
And
without.
we don't even think about it that way. It's like she's a target.
Yeah,
So she's a target, but just think when she moves, who's the next target? Or when will you be the target?
yeah,
It's like that's I notice a lot of that sometimes here on YouTube is that some of the guys, the way they attack women and the things that they say, I'm
yeah,
sorry, I don't think it's right.
yeah,
I don't think it's right. And that woman is me
yeah.
and she's you and she's
Hmm.
every other woman on this chat
Yes.
that's being degraded.
Yeah, and if we don't stand up for women, who else is going to do it? Like I say that I really want to promote justice and stuff for women. However, there are some men too who are victim, but for the most part, it's majority women who are being victimized, and not only by men, but a lot of women support the men who do the victimizing. So we need to group together and come together as a unit as women because we are attacking one another. Even before I stopped coming live, I was having issues with some women who were trying to attack me in the chat, being negative against me. And that's it's just it just holds us back and it makes us look bad and it keeps us from elevating as women because we are always divided and we are trained and conditioned to view other women as our enemies you know
Right. And so we feel that sorrow and that sadness for Tamil Taylor, and we want answers and what happened to her. What happened to her?
Now
Was it a
I know
man? Was
Tamil
it a woman?
Taylor. Who's
Hmm.
that? Who's Tamil Taylor?
That's a young lady that went on the booze cruise for her 21st birthday. And she didn't she didn't make it back with her friends, and then they found her like 2 weeks later
Wow.
in the Mississippi. But again, she's a woman. She's young. There's Kanika. There's
Yeah.
Zakira. There's all of these young women. The little girl out of I can't even remember her name, but the young girl out of Texas. All of these young women, all of these women are turning up dead, missing. But what's happening when we
By the
have
hands of our men. These men are unaliving us at alarming rates. And they're not taking us serious at all. It's nothing to them. You can hear the venom in the voices when they throw out the B word. They don't have any respect for us. They despise us. And I'd like to know why.
me too.
I'd like to know why. I'm going to put my email in the chat, Tans. It's all around natural beauty at Gmail.
Well, I don't want to take away from your commentary. I just felt like I just needed to
I
answer that
appreciate
question
you.
because
Uh-huh.
it's like it drives me nuts, the things that are being said. And it's like, first of all, her role, she's just an advocate.
Yeah.
But she put in the work for that family, and we can't take that away from her.
Yeah. Yeah, yes, 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 yes.
This is a difficult case. It's a international case. This is not something that could just walk up to, any court in North Carolina and say, hey, put these people in jail. It's difficult. So we have to give her a little bit of grace and respect because she did something that nobody else did.
Right. And even if she's just doing it because she wants some TV time and all that, so what? How many of these content creators, thank you, Tansis, I got it. How many of these content creators are out there doing that? So many people were out there getting views off of this. So why, why are people having a hard time on Sue Ann Robinson? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I got it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So please tell us what got you off into, seeking justice for Shanquella Robinson. What was it about the story that, brought you out?
Well, when I first heard about the story, I was actually watching a football game and I saw her picture just on YouTube because I was on YouTube. And I saw her picture and I read the headline and I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
And so, but it had been well going on because I think this was somewhere around, I know I was maybe watching Jackson State playing Southern maybe the first or second time. So it may have been the SWAC championship. I don't know. Sometimes in November.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, wow. So I went looking for it on my local news. I didn't know that so much time had passed before I saw it.
Okay.
And then I thought it was a hoax because I thought there is no way 6 African American kids that went to a HBCU did this. That
Yeah.
was insane to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, that's not what they go to school for. They go to school about, respect, community, getting an education. So I'm like, man, this is a hoax. So the first thing I won't say the first person that was really listening, talking to it because it was like some kind of radio thing.
Right.
But, I listened to a lot of stuff, but I have a lot of why questions. So I began to look for the whys in the questions. So the first thing that I saw was, I'll be honest, Nazir's video.
Oh.
And I thought, oh my God. But regardless of all of the other stuff that was being said, I immediately believed him.
Oh, you did?
I immediately believed everything he said. Because he was telling a story, but to me he was telling a story in a way that I'm saying these things is what I can remember, but also saying that these things that I'm saying are important. But I think the one thing that really got me was when he leaned down on the counter and said, y'all just don't know what I went through.
Wow.
And to understand, to really have a connection of just people, period, to understand, you could see the pain and the grief and
Mm-hmm.
the sadness, the anger. He had all
Fear.
these emotions
Yeah.
and he displayed them all. But when he said, y'all just don't know what I went through, it was never a doubt in my mind that he was telling the truth. And so, I used to get drugged for that, but it never changed because I always believed it. And that's kind of like, so then I just begin to, just listen to, you introduced me to the science of it, like how this could have happened because it didn't make sense. Something
Yeah.
like how that happened. So that went on for a while. And then, and then I just went other places as they talked about and kind of, asked different questions about different things that happened. And,
Right.
it just went like that. But it was Nazir's video
Hmm.
of that whole thing. And I was like, I just believed it. It's just, nobody shows, people, they usually gonna have one emotion. They either gonna have two emotions. But he showed all five to me. And I don't know
Right.
if you can understand that,
Yeah.
but his five emotions show his journey of everything that happened from the time he got there and to the time she took her last breath. He showed all of the emotions that he felt in
Wow.
that one video. So yeah.
Wow. Well, we'll have to play that again because so we can. 'Cause I know it's a lot of time has passed, but I saw mostly fear in his face. Like I don't know, he seemed frightened on there. Like how you were saying.
Yeah, he will. He was. He
So
he
what
he
I
had
went through.
fear. He had fear. He had anger. He had compassion, sad. It was just so much, but all of the emotions that he showed to me was his whole journey there. Like through her whole transition, he
Mm.
showed all of the emotions of what he went through as things was going on in
Well,
that little period of time. I guess it was an hour or two or whatever. But I always believed him. It was just something about him that
mm-hmm.
I just always believed. So as other stuff began to unfold, the science of it, I had, people had really, really great timelines of things, of events that could have happened based off the information that they had. And as each team of people began to build their timelines of events and more pictures, and there was LA that came through that
Mm.
introduced me to Shanquella and who she was from growing up. So that
Okay.
again kind of helped me put perspective on things of knowing who she was, because you didn't know who she was. But when he came through and he began to show people who she was, how she grew up, where she came from, what her family was like, it all made sense to me.
Okay.
It's just the actual what happened is the part that I can't figure out. That's just, I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know about that part. It's hard to really figure out.
Yes. Wicked people out here in the world. Some wicked, wicked, wicked folks. But I sure thank you for coming up and
Yes, I
just,
appreciate you having me.
shedding some light and giving the balance on there on
All right.
how this thing is going. And that Miss Sue Ann didn't do anything different from me. Like I said, I was on the dating game and the love connection.
Both. Oh, you were on both of those
I was
shows?
on both.
Oh my
I'm a TV
God.
whore now. But anyway, I just got on it because I just wanted to be on TV. And the dating game, it was in like the 60s and 70s, and it stopped. And then they brought it back for a short period in the 80s. So, and
Yeah.
they lowered the age, so you had to be 16 to get on there. So I was 16. It was 1987. And I got on the dating game. I
Well, on
took
the
the wrong
first dating
title.
game, I can remember Michael Jackson being on there.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yeah,
He was
everybody.
like a teenager. I never, maybe 19, 18 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I remember that.
Yeah,
But
it was
I just
they give out
go ahead.
trips.
They what?
But they gave out trips. The Love Connection gave you $75 for the date. They gave it to the person who did the choosing. And the date didn't even use the whole $75 on our date. Cheap guy. He kept the money. But I thank you for coming up there. And
It was my,
anybody
yeah,
else
it was
I
my
want to come up, I
pleasure.
do have we're gonna watch Tanz's uh email here with the link for the Mexican new news.
Okay, yeah, it was a pleasure. I'll see you again soon.
All right, thank you so much. All right, that was nice. And see here, Terrence still talking smack up here, talking about why didn't she just date Crump? Oh, Crump, ain't he married too? What she need to be dating Crump for? Just my 2 cents. You putting your 2 cents in here? Why was she? I mean, he probably old enough to be her daddy. Why? You like her or something, Terrence? Tina says, salute. Yeah, what's up, Jamie? I saw you come up in here. I love your picture. All right, thank you for joining. I hope y'all clicking that like button on your way in here. Let me see what these likes looking like. Oh, yeah, y'all are. Y'all on top of it. It's more likes than folks up in here. Let me see. We go back to this here. I got this here video from Tansis. And we get a few more of these comments down here. We got some salutes. And Terrence talking about, that's the new slogan. Give it up to Crumb. Give it up some. Oh yeah. So ain't he married? Shouldn't he be married? He looks a little older. I'm not sure how old he is, but he looks definitely she doesn't need to be with no older guy. Hey, Jamie says, hello, my beautiful RN. How you doing, Jamie? I like your picture. This is a new pic on here. We got Jamie up in the house. Giving salutes to the people. Says, Tina says, I think she's beautiful and I applaud her. Good. Yes to Miss Sue Ann Robinson. Yes. Again, only the ladies seem to be okay with ladies dating and having a life. You see, Sandra, what's up, Sandra? Sandra says, hi, Ari, and everyone in chat. Yeah, hey. All right, so we about to get busy with this here. I haven't seen it yet, but Tansis is somebody who is up on it, and I think she's going to bring us something interesting here. Tansis says, I've been missing you, beautiful. Yeah, I haven't been here. I ain't going to lie. I haven't been here. I haven't even really been watching any videos or nothing. I was motivated and inspired to come back. I was stumbled on to someone's video last week, and they were still talking about Shanquella. So I was like, okay, let me get back in the game. You know, sometimes you have to take a little time out to kind of put it back together, put it all back together. So let me see here. All right, so you sent two. Are these the same videos? All right, hold on one moment here. Okay, so this is okay. It's just the this is in Spanish. All right, so let me click off here and see translated. Here we go. All right, so we'll do the Spanish one first, and then we'll stick in this. Uh-oh. God darn it. I closed it out by accident. Let me get back on here and find it again. Here we go. Oh no. Okay, let me hear. Let me see here. You are very welcome. Uh-oh. I just had it. Where is it at? Oops. Get out there. All right, so let's see if that's it there. Oh, here we go. All right. So, without further ado, I'm going to close out some of these boxes. All right. I shall share the screen. Yes, share. Okay, so we're going to check this out over here. It says Casa un agua. No, I was joking. I don't know this here. All right, so we're gonna play this here. Is it a play? Oh, here's a play.
En el caso del feminicidio de la ciudadana, en este caso americana, Robinson, ahí lo que les podemos reiterar es, por parte del Ministerio Público ya se hizo todo lo conducente, se obtuvo el mandamiento judicial, se solicitó la solicitud de extradición respectiva, y bueno, ya es todo un juicio que se está desahogando ante las autoridades americanas vía la Fiscalía General de la República. Entonces, ese caso está siguiendo su curso correspondiente.
I'm going to read the translated version of it, since I do have that there. Let me see here. Where is the translated version? I don't know what he's talking about. All right, so the translated version says, let me see if I can find the date on here, though. I don't see no date. And let's see here. I don't see a date. 1 minute. I guess it's 5 days. I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Oh, they just talk about when it happened, October the 29th. But I don't know the date of this here interview here. However, I will read it. What it's saying here. It says, almost a year later, the femicide of tourist Shanquella Robinson remains unpunished. Collaborations between Mexico and the United States continue, but the arrest of the aggressor has not been achieved. La Paz, Baja California Sur, almost a year after the femicide of Shanquella Robinson, the state attorney general's office admitted that there is no progress. Wow. Admitted that there is no progress and the alleged perpetrator is still at large. The Attorney General of Baja California Sur, Daniel De La Rosa Anya, reported that the public ministry has already done everything necessary regarding the events recorded on October 29th, 2022, while the foreigner was on vacation in Los Cabos with a group of friends. In this case, where a friend of the victim was identified as her direct aggressor, she mentioned that the court order was obtained. The respective extradition request was made to the U.S. authorities through the Attorney General's Office of the Republic of the Ministries of Foreign Affairs. The state official highlighted the collaboration between Mexico and the United States in this case, for which a red card was issued to Interpol and Immigration Alert, and extradition request was made. All right, so that is all of that. And apparently that's what this said. This is short something. Wow. 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 Oops, let me fix this. Sorry, y'all. Let me see here. There we go. All right, so that was the the latest update, which really them saying that ain't nothing been done. So I guess this is them again pointing the finger back at the United States by saying, look, we did all we are supposed to do. This here is on the U.S., which I have always stand on the ground that Mexico is just lying, because they originally said that this was, no type of, no fishy, no foul play, no nothing. And they let them go. They didn't start all this seeking justice and all this stuff until after the video came forward. So to me, this is just another attempt to just be like, okay, look, y'all, maybe they didn't get enough tourists this summer, and they're again letting us know that this here is the USA that is the ones that's not doing anything. So let's see here. Jamie says sometimes you have to take a break, and I feel you on that one. Yeah, and like the last few lives that I was doing, when I was really like now, since there's really been nothing happening, I'm like, okay, I don't have anything to lose. So I don't care about offending or stepping on any toes as far as like, people. I need to fix this camera. Sorry, y'all. That's better. All right. people, trying to support certain groups of people and all that stuff. I'm just gonna stick with, how I've always been. Stick with the truth and let the chips fall where they may. The truth is the truth is the truth is the truth, and that's just how it is. So, Tansy said so 5 days ago. Yeah, I was just hoping that it would, show on the actual document and stuff, especially since we know that Mexico has slipped us a couple of Mickeys with some of their documentation and stuff, some of their stories and stuff like that. So I always take Mexico stuff with a little grain of salt. It's me throwing salt over my shoulder. So yeah. But yeah. So basically they're just saying the same old stuff that, yeah, see, we're just waiting on the US. We're waiting on the US. I would like to know why US hasn't said anything too. So I guess we need to go back to which number is that? Number is it number 9 to contact diplomatic channels. Like maybe we need to check out our. That's why I was promoting Nikki Haley. She was an ambassador, so and she's the dark horse all in this here race, because I feel like they tried to throw some crap on, not crap, but it was some legitimate stuff on President Biden because of what they did to Trump, right? So now they're trying to tarnish Biden, so now they can say, look, so let's take another look at Trump, right? No, we need some new, fresh, new eyes in this thing, and someone like Nikki Haley would be nice to do it, since she's got experience running a state, and also being an ambassador there. So she's got the diplomatic experience on that. So all that good stuff. All right, so let's go on and go back and check out something old, something borrowed, something new, and see how let me get on. I want to get on the face of the Google search, like we was doing, to show how they ain't putting out nothing new on this thing except for old stuff. Let's see here, except for old stuff. And yeah. But anyway, I'm just excited too, because like I've seen that they are now starting to really hold some of these the tea people responsible, and they're sticking up for young people who they're trying to make Pinocchios out of. Did anybody see the movie Pinocchio, the original one, like the Disney movie? It's really deep, and it's kind of like what they're doing now with this transitioning of these kids and stuff. Like how when the one dude turned them into jackasses, right? Anybody see that? No, I'm the only one. Anyway, them Disney movies used to really kick a lot of knowledge, y'all. It used to really be super deep and was very revealing, telling a whole bunch of stuff on there, a whole bunch of stuff. All right, so I'm just gonna throw up a couple of videos, and we'll call it here. But I'm just happy to be back. Like I said, y'all, I am rusty because I don't know what, I hadn't been keeping up on this whole stuff, and now I was trying to stay out of the mudslinging and stuff too, but I did want to highlight some of, but man, that wouldn't be right. Yes, it would. I don't care. I could do it, but I'm not. I'm going to. I don't know. Let me see here. I'm gonna let me see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play something from old time, and I should just play something out of my out of my repertoire here. Throw up a couple of shorts and stuff like that, or just how y'all been, what's been going on, any new news. I know I wanted to come out when the because I'm here in Montgomery. I wanted to come out and talk on that Montgomery brawl when it was going down. But what was I doing? I don't know. I guess I was not doing much of anything when all that happened and stuff. To just show some how things have changed and stuff like that. I do have that up there. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna call it a day. I love y'all and thank y'all so much for coming up and all that good stuff. And liking the video and sharing the video and all that good stuff. So and I want to come up with something too, like I said, for the anniversary of this here death, especially since we still don't have any justice. That was one of the things that was kind of heartbreaking for me because I really wasn't expecting it to take this long. But when we look back on some of the other cases, like I know that Sweetie Pie thing, folks were saying how that was, years in the making and stuff like that. I got some here. Jamie says, justice for the beautiful Shanquella Robinson and her family. Yes, and I think that was what number which one was that? Was number something in our top 10. I mean, not our top 10, but our 10 tips was to support the family. Number 6, maybe. Yes. Sandra says, I agree with you, RN. New eyes. Yeah. Yeah. We do need that, though. It always makes a difference, too. Sometimes you just stare at it so long with the same view and then, lose sight of what it is that we're doing. But thank y'all so much for coming out. And, I'm feeling motivated and all that good stuff to continue on. And we'll do something to mark the anniversary, just like we did for the birthday and all that stuff too. So we'll keep the justice for Shanquella. And also, like I said, I want to dedicate Channel 2 just for other victims and stuff like that too. So I think I'm going to highlight just some recent person that's had some issues with what's going on. Okay. And these are some quick ones here because I haven't shared a video. Just so that we know that since all this has been happening, there's been multiple women that's still been victims of this femicide, and that we need to wake up. We need to wake up and see these patterns and stuff here, because I'm going to show two. Oh, I know too. That one Dinkins guy was found guilty for his ruthless behind. We may do that too. But this here is kind of recent here. These would be some more topics and stuff that we'll talk about. Like I said, channel is dedicated to victims of all ages and genders, help overcome the fear of facing the abuse. Because a lot of times when we see these women who are being put to death, it's the same pattern. Like it just be different names, but it'd be the same pattern. It was the ex-boyfriend or the current husband or some type of relationship, some type of intimate partner. And for some reason, a lot nowadays, not even just nowadays, this kind of stuff has been going on for forever, have issues. These partners, these men mostly, have issues when you don't want to stay in the relationship, and they're just, punching clocks out of, all the time. So here's one. This one, I want to say it was kind of recent. It's about a model that, I think this is gonna have some more information. I'm gonna share this screen here and give commentary on it. All right, so we have here second model found dead in downtown LA apartment.
Now at 6, a second model has been found dead in her apartment in downtown LA. And this happened just days before another model was found dead in her nearby apartment. Tonight, we have the latest on.
This was, 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks ago, September 16th. It's not downtown Los Angeles. And this don't look like no luxury apartment. All right, so we see here that the Robinson family ain't the only ones that lost somebody. People are getting lost every day. So, if they are offended that people are still talking and keeping Shanquella's name out there, look at this situation. I'm sure this is probably going to be the last anybody, say
or lose.
Oh.
Anyone with information should contact the LAPD. We'll have much more later on tonight. For now, reporting live in Compton, Chris Wolf, KTLA 5 News.
All right, so ladies, I guess we don't need to be dating. This kind of little stuff is happening on these folks having dates. What's up, Andrea? You just put a one out there. Oh, for the audio. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm not even sure why I put that one on there. I was thinking it was a boyfriend or something like that. Let's see here. Oh, well, I know that last week or sometime I was going to do go live on President Biden's baloney stuff here. But what I really wanted to talk about was what's getting ready to take place on standing up for the rights of these young people who are being transitioned as children. We got to be a voice for them because, this is about the impeachment. Let me turn that out. No. All right. So, there's a lot of diplomatic stuff that we need to do. A lot of political stuff we need to do. But I thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I'm gonna put a schedule together, and we're gonna we'll do much. Thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. And again, we're not gonna let this may the Lord watch between me. No, while we're absent one for another. Amen. And all that good stuff. So I'll see y'all later. And thanks again for coming out. Peace and love. And justice for Shanquella Robinson. And y'all let me know if we want to have a movie night and watch Tubi and find out what's going on. What is the problem on that movie, y'all? If anybody's interested in watching it. I'm going to watch it, though. I'm going to watch it. I'm not sure when. But if anybody's interested, we can watch it together. All right. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all in another video. Peace.